Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Corey. If not, welcome back. For those of you who need an intro, please go do yourself a favor and watch some of my other videos. Today, I will be going through the results of my first ever 12-week year, things I've learned, and then I'll be walking through my next 12-week year and what I have planned as far as those goals go. So let's just jump right into it. If you do not know what 12-week year is, I would watch either my previous video or I'll have other videos linked in the description as well. Everything you need to know will be down there. Trust me, I got you, okay? I'm not gonna explain it again in this video though. So the first 12-week year I did between the dates of December 26th and March 20th. I did not jump immediately into a new 12-week year. I kind of like took a break after that because I felt like I was going so hard, but I did form some habits out of my first 12-week year, so that was dope to see. On this channel, I did a video of a full walkthrough of this 12-week year as well as a 4-week update. So if you want more information on that, please go and watch those videos. Today, I will be giving an update since my 4-week update. Even though it was a million years ago, I'm still going to give you an update. For my 12-week year, I used a Notion template that I created myself. It is also available to you in my description. It is broken down into each week. If you wanted to use the same template over and over forever for all of your 12-week years, it is set up so that you are able to. So you would just duplicate this entire section here and change the dates. For this 12-week year, opted to start fresh, but I probably will continue on that next one, TBD. But anyway, this is, when you open it up, this is what the setup looks like. It's broken down into all 12 weeks, and then the 12 weeks are broken out into 3 months. As a quick review, inside of each week, you have each of your goals and the tactics that you are doing to complete each goal underneath each one. So for my 12-week year, I decided that my first goal would be to secure $15K in contracts. I am a graphic designer, art director, and a content creator. So anything that applied under those streams of income, I would like to secure at least $15,000 in contracts. My second goal was to reach 750 YouTube subscribers. And my third goal was to be able to recite a personal speech in French. Spoiler alert, I don't know French, okay? But anyway, let's continue. So last time we spoke, my week 4, I gave an update. At this point in time, I had 3,800 in contracts signed and 17.5 in contracts out, meaning that the contracts had not yet been signed. I will say for my first 12-week year, once I kind of reached the goal or got close to it, or it felt like it was super attainable, I did not update the goal and I did not obsessively keep track with the results. So I just had to do the math to get the results for myself. And by the end of those 12 weeks, I secured around 29.5, 30K in contracts. And so that was huge. I severely underestimated myself when I set this goal, and I doubled it. So that was dope to see. Some of the tactics that I included under here were working on my agency website, which I did take steps to do, but I did not complete it the way I thought I would. By the end of the 12 weeks, I kind of completely abandoned that tactic. Reach out to 3 brands weekly. I might have done that once, maybe once. Build a UGC portfolio. I did not do that. Post branding work / process to Instagram weekly. I did do that. And build out rate structure. I still did not do that. There is a reason why a lot of these tactics I started to feel like would not work well at this time, but I'll get into that later because it has to do with my current 12-week year. My second goal, 750 YouTube subscribers. At my week 4, I had already completed the goal and I reached 824. Some of those tactics included uploading 2 times a week, which I did every single week. I don't believe I skipped one. I think I might have skipped one after the 12 weeks was over. Before the 12-week year, I uploaded twice a week every week, and I saw significant growth because of that. And so I do believe that consistency is part of the key on YouTube. Review analytics and strategize weekly. So I did go in there every Sunday or so and check out what worked best, what you all liked most, what thumbnails performed best. I take like an educational approach to everything I do. To me, it's all about analyzing results and then working from there because everything's a science. There's no luck. There's no nothing. You can easily see what's going to work well. So that was a big one and that helped me a lot. Post YouTube clips to TikTok once a week. I did not do once a week. I think for my first month, I did once a week. And then after a while, it was just as I felt like it. However, in my first month, I saw the most growth because I was posting them to TikTok once a week. And when my TikTok performed well, I saw a huge spike in subscribers. So there was a direct correlation there, and I just didn't keep up with it. Again, once I reached the goal, I kind of just was like, okay, well, I did it. Now what? Create a content plan. I kind of had this, but I didn't follow it. I've gotten to a rhythm of doing, like, one of my uploads was always a weekly vlog, and then my midweek upload would be something that was like educational or very value-based type of video. And yeah, I never made a plan from there because I kind of felt like I had it under control, but I do have one now. I have a content calendar that generally shows when I want to upload all these ideas I have. I might not stick to it, but it does help as far as identifying like when to shoot certain content and just kind of not being frantic about like, oh, it's my upload day and I have nothing to upload type of thing. And then upload YouTube shorts one time a week. I think I did that for a month as well, similar to the TikTok tactic, and then I gave up. I'm not really a fan of shorts necessarily. I don't understand them. And I'm kind of just repurposing other content and posting it on shorts. I don't get the algorithm. I just don't get it. So it just wasn't the best tactic for me. I'm sure it works really well. I just didn't like it. So my last goal was to recite a personal speech in French. I did not do that, okay? But my tactics were to complete one Pimsleur lesson a day. I have the full French Pimsleur lessons on my phone. I don't know if they're outdated or what. I've had them for years now, but yeah, those have helped me a lot. I know like a little bit. I know a bit of like introductory French, and I only know it conversationally. I cannot read or write French, but yeah, that was a tactic for me. A lot of people, when they saw my last video, had reached out to me and offered to help me with French, which brings me to my next tactic, which was to take one in-person lesson or a video lesson with an actual French speaker per week. I didn't do that either because I don't know, I'm uncomfortable about it. I've never taken a language lesson outside of school with other people, with a group of other people who do not know what the hell they're saying, right? And so the thought of me sitting one-to-one with someone and not knowing anything, I can't wrap my head around how they're supposed to teach me the language. I don't get it. I'll have to try it one day, but I never got over my fear, I guess, of that, so I just didn't do it. But thank you all for offering. I wanted to write out whatever speech I was going to recite in English. I never even did that. I basically just said F this whole goal. Like, I wasn't into it, but the other two, they came so easy to me that's what I was more interested in. So as for the things that I've learned from my first 12-week year, I definitely learned that you need to be flexible. So the goals and tactics that you set out when you're first planning it, as the weeks go on, you're going to learn what works for you and what's just unrealistic. And the whole point of this is to be realistic. So I think like my goal 3, for example, with French, I was a little too overzealous, I guess, or like some of the things just were not feasible for me. And so I should have adjusted this to be like as simple as possible so that I could complete the goal by the end of the 12 weeks. Or when I saw that I was bored by the things that would help me reach that goal, I could have added in things that made it more fun, you know? Another thing I learned is that the tactics that I've identified are not the only way to meet the goal. So as you saw from my very first goal, none of those tactics were completed and I still surpassed the goal significantly. I wasn't thinking broad enough and acknowledging all the things that I currently am doing and could make a consistent habit out of, and just added them into this 12-week structure that would have still helped me reach that goal. And so I found that with goal 1, me doing things that I was already doing, but adding a little more to it as the weeks went on, it made it easier for me to reach the goal versus trying all these new tactics that I hadn't done before. A third thing that I learned was having a week by week structure and consistently having to go back and review how I'm doing each week definitely helped me get farther along than I probably would have otherwise. It's like a constant state of reflection. And like I said before, I'm very analytical and I take that approach to everything. And so me being able to see how we're progressing over time and seeing what's working and what isn't definitely helps me restructure and figure out how we can be more successful moving forward. That works for me personally. That might not work for everybody, but the whole point of this is to create a structure that works for you. So those are just 3 things that I learned over this time. Now I'm going to get into my new 12-week year, and we are starting tomorrow because, tomorrow's Monday, and I start everything on a Monday. By the way, I am filming this on the day that I'm uploading. I have not done this the entire time, and that is what inspired me to go ahead and get this next 12-week year going so I can get back on my okay? My next 12-week year will run from May 15th tomorrow through August 7th of 2023. I decided that my 3 goals will be, number 1, to launch / relaunch / formalize my business / creative studio. This is something that I started to do as a tactic in my first 12-week year. But as I was doing it, I realized that there are way too many steps into just that one thing for me to make that a tactic. It needed to be its own goal. And so for this goal, my very first step and what I'll be doing for this first week is to write out an 11 to 12 week step-by-step goal so that I can then fill in the rest of my 12-week year with very specific things that I want to accomplish by the end of each week. One of those things may be to write out all of my website copy. That is something that would take me a week to do. I would be comfortable taking a full week to do that versus me trying to do that as a part of a million other things to do that week. Got me? So I'll be writing out the step-by-step plan in order to create that. What will hold me accountable will be documenting my process daily. This will be a part of my 2 times a week upload. I will be documenting this entire process and taking you all along with me. And so that would help me be accountable in maintaining whatever I have set out to do each week throughout this process. Are you following me? I hope so. Every week I will be doing something for this business. I will be following a roadmap to launch this business by August 7th. And every week, one of my uploads will be a documentation of the process and where we are along the way. I will be developing / revisiting 2 process structures per week. And so in order for me to run anything remotely close to an agency or a studio or something that operates in that function, I will need to keep my process in order so that I'm doing the same thing each time. It's foolproof. It doesn't change too much, and it's not hard for me to copy and paste every time I have a new project. Lastly, I would like to build my network so that I have a whole bunch of people that I'm able to look to when I am outsourcing for certain parts of the project. And in order to do that, I will be connecting with 2 freelancers per week. Connecting as in I already have a whole bunch of portfolios, but I would like to reach out to these people, kind of get to know them, things like that. So I will do 2 calls a week with these people in my network and new people that I run into. My second goal is to build 3 passive income streams. What I mean by build them is I would like to start them and get the ball rolling so that they do become passive income streams and lucrative passive income streams. I would like them to be set up and rolling without me by the time the 12 weeks is done. This may change over time depending on how these first few weeks go, but my ideas for right now would be my online shop, my personal website, which was a passive income stream for me before, but I basically let everything sell out and I had not revisited it. My affiliate links and AdSense, so that largely has to do with this channel. I do currently make money from affiliate links from things I leave in descriptions, as well as on my Instagram and TikTok and so on, and then AdSense from this channel. I know that AdSense is not huge income, but it will be making something, and that's better than nothing. I do want to write an ebook for the unforeseeable future. I don't see myself doing paid courses and things like that. They just give me the ick, to be honest. But I will happily write an ebook. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I love writing in general. People probably don't know that, but if you look at my Instagram captions, you can tell I like writing, and I'm going to write 1 chapter per week. My first week will be outlining it, so I will add this in here, outline. My last goal is to improve my physical fitness because I've neglected the gym all year. I used to be someone who was very consistent in the gym, and I ate well, I tracked my meals, all those things, and I completely fell off. So now for this run, I will be running / walking 5 miles a week. I used to do that before, and I used to run them. But since I fell off, we will be doing a nice little run walk until I'm back in the zone. I want to plan my meals weekly. It's just helpful for me. It gives me some kind of focus in the grocery store, and it also helps me eat better and cleaner. I would like to eat 3 times a day. That is a struggle for me, and that is important. You have to eat in order to be fit. That it is what it is. I'm not debating with you. You have to eat. So 3 times a day, I want to make sure I get those meals in, and I want to work out 4 to 5 times a week. My typical schedule before, when I am active in the gym, is 5 times a week. I work out Monday through Friday, and I take off on the weekend. Of course, we'll see in these first few weeks how that works out for me, but till then we will have it up here that I'll work out 4 to 5 times a week. That is about it. I of course will try to get you all a 4 or 8 week update, whatever, but I'm feeling really confident about these 3 goals. I'm excited for them. After the 12 weeks are done, I will come back much sooner with my results and how I measured my results and all that good stuff. So wish me luck. If you all did 12-week year last time I did it, or at any point this year or whenever, let me know how that went for you, what your goals were and all that stuff. And let me know if you do plan to continue doing it or if you're going to start now. You know, let's talk in the comments. Good seeing you as usual. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.